Let's go on to example 4. You're going to be writing a whole bunch of JavaScript here, so it's important that you have some help with your debugging. And that is why we will look at the console.log function, which is extensively used for debugging your JavaScript code. This is an extremely useful function, and it's a very important aid when you're actually stepping through your code and trying to figure out what's going on at every step. So let's see what console.log is. So far we've seen two functions that come built in with all browsers. These are two functions which we've used in examples earlier, and they are the prompt function, and the second one was the alert function. The prompt function was primarily used to get input from the user. It's a way of showing an area where the user can enter any input that he or she wants. And the alert function is used to send a message to the user. Both of these pop up a small box which allows you to enter something or display something to you as a user. What we're going to talk about now, the console.log, is basically a much better way to send a message to a user. So instead of using the alert which pops up in a box, just use console.log. So what is console.log? This is a less intrusive and more developer friendly way to send messages than alert. Alert breaks the flow of your program. The alert doesn't go away unless you click dismiss or cancel or OK. It's annoying to say the least. What we really want is a way to print messages without us interfering, without it asking for our input, and that is console.log. Console.log is the function you'll use to print something out. But where is this printed out? On Chrome and many other browsers, what you'll do is you'll simply right click on your web page and choose the inspect element. This is definitely true in Chrome, and all other browsers will have something like that if you're debugging on it. For example, if you're using Firefox, if you have Firebug installed, you'll do exactly the same thing. Let's see how this looks in Chrome. So you'll right click anywhere on the web page and you'll see something which looks like this. See the right click or the context menu, and at the very bottom, note the inspect option. This is the option that you will choose. Try it out. You'll see that once you choose the inspect option, you'll get something like this. You'll have an entire section open up as a part of your browser window. It'll open up either on the right side or at the bottom, and you'll see something which looks like this. Notice that it's opened up on the right side in our page. That's typically where you'll find it. Look at the rightmost portion of this browser window at the bottom. If you zoom in, you'll notice that it has a whole bunch of tabs, and one of those tabs is the console tab. This is Chrome Developer Tools, and you've seen a quick run through of this at the end of your HTML CSS portions of this course. So this console tab is where all the statements that you output to console.log will appear. So if you go back to the print hello world function that we had defined in a separate JavaScript file, instead of showing an alert when the input specified by the user is not within 1 and 10, let's just say we output console.log. So instead of alert, we have a console.log, as you can see highlighted on screen. Notice that you entered X. Please enter a number between 1 and 10. This is what is output in the console tab of the Chrome Developer Tools. This is how you can debug by placing essentially print statements in your code. You're outputting the status of your variables or anything else that you want at specific portions, and all of these are available to you, the developer, in the console tab of Chrome Developer Tools. Console.log. This function is available in any browser and is usually part of the developer tools for that browser. In Chrome, it's called the Developer Console, or often called Chrome Developer Tools. In Firefox, if you install Firebug, that's a free developer tool for developing on Firefox, you'll find that console.log statements are output there as well. Users will almost never take the trouble to check out the console. They don't know it exists. It's for you as a developer. It's a safe place for you as a developer to put in statements and where you want to debug what's happening in real time.